Hello. Today I will be discussing week 8 video, and the first question is just a little overview of the weekly readings, and I chose the article "A Source of Power and Influence" by James Ford, which discusses the power of reward, which mostly I've seen that used in schools, like teachers would tell their class, if you pass on this exam or if you get this certain grade, I will reward you guys with like a class trip, meaning that with that being said, that motivates the students to work harder and even better because they know if they pass, they'll get a reward. And that reward, equals a day off of school and a little fun. So I found that one of the things people use widely, and as a manager I can't say I've never used it, but I've told my coworkers and employees, like, if you do this I'll give you that. So it works pretty well. I like to think so. For question 2, what theory of leadership most appeals to you? Okay, so I chose the theory of leadership that appeals to me the most is the skills theory of leadership, which is having practical skills rather than general qualities as a leader. And I found that very important. So the bottom line is, if a person wants others to view or follow he or she as a leader, they need to have better technical skills in the field, because that makes people believe in you and trust you, and they'll go like, oh, she or he, they know what they're doing, so we should listen to them. So I find that very, very important. The key aspect is people skills. You have to be good with people, with persuasion and diplomacy. You have to have like a good nature and great manners with people. So that's very important as a leader. And also you need conceptual skills to see the bigger picture and plan strategically. Also, you can't, be very negative. You have to be fair and, leave people alone once in a while, make them figure it out by themselves. Don't, overwork them or pressure them. So I find that very important, the skills theory in leadership. And for question 3 is, reflect upon examples from your life, good or bad leadership. Analyze what made leaders good or bad. So I put good leaderships that I have experienced would be in my workplace. One of my coworkers that I've been working with for 5 years now, he's been there since he was a kid, so he's really good at what he does. So he's a great person, and he's helped me become who I am today. I can say that I've grown in my workplace as a person, my confidence, my people skills, my strategic skills, and now I run it myself. And I find that he was a good leader, like a good influence on me. For like the negative reasons would be some teachers that I have grown with my whole life. Say like in high school or middle school, there was always like these teachers who didn't really put effort in teaching, and they didn't really care. All it seemed like they cared about was getting a check at the end of the day, to be honest, because they didn't put any effort. They didn't help their students. I mean, I remember this particular teacher that has never taught me in high school at all. I barely passed, but I did. But she never taught the class, and she just let us be all the time to figure it out all by ourselves. And I didn't really find that it's not a good environment, and that's not a good leader at all. So that's one of them. That concludes week 8. Thank you.